Our topic is brain-to-brain synchrony and learning outcomes vary by student-teacher dynamics. Evidence from a real-world classroom EEG study. The research used EEG to collect data from 12 senior high school students and their teacher during lessons. 6 scheduled classes were organized and class material were presented using different teaching styles, videos, and lecture. The result is both students' brain-to-brain synchrony and their content retention were higher for videos than lecture. In lecture, students who are close to the teacher showed higher brain-to-brain synchrony with the teacher. Furthermore, students' retention of the class content correlated with student-teacher closeness, but not with brain-to-brain synchrony. This finding shows that social factors are reflected in brain-to-brain synchrony in real-world group settings and can predict cognitive outcomes. What is brain-to-brain synchrony? Briefly speaking, brain-to-brain synchrony means that two or more people's brain activity are similar. It can be detected by EEG. It always presents in interpersonal dynamics and shared experience. Interpersonal dynamics include communication, cooperation, and competition, and so on. Shared experience means people do something at the same time. So the meaning of brain-to-brain synchrony is that the scope of brain research transfers from individual to group.
Next, let's talk about the research question. There are two major research questions in this research. The first one is, does a brain-to-brain synchrony between student and group predict the retention of class content? It measures the brain waves and conducts a post-experiment test for measure the retentions. The second research question is according to this figure. The researchers want to discuss the relationship between students and teacher brain-to-brain synchrony, student and student relationship, and classroom learning respectively. In this research, they measure classroom learning by surveying the class engagement and testing their knowledge learning from the class. They conduct an experiment in a high school classroom in New York. The teacher takes lecturing and playing video in turn during the class. Both teachers and students wearing EEG device to collect their brainwaves. Students need to do a questionnaire after class as a post-experiment survey. Back to question 1. The result is that there is no significant relationship between student and group brain-to-brain synchrony and retentions. This result doesn't match previous research. The researchers think that it's because this experiment was conducted in a classroom but not in a lab. This is part of second question. There are strong interaction between student and teacher brain-to-brain synchrony and students' engagement, with 10.33 of F-value. However, there are no significant relationship when it comes to quiz scores. In the other part of question 2, they discover that there are significant correlation between student and teacher closeness and quiz score with a 0.352 of R value. There are some additional results in this research. In the experiment, they conduct two teaching styles, which is lecture and video. The research shows that students love video more than lecture and perform better in video content in terms of many features. However, the post-experiment test was conducted right after the class. The retention of two different teaching styles in the long term is unknown in this research. The researcher gives this question to future researchers. That's all of our presentation. Thank you for your listening.